It's very nice to see you again, Soy Phone.
Wait! You two know each other? If that's the case, why didn't you tell me?
No clue. Never seen him before.
I had a sneaking suspicion that you might say that. You know, your opinion about us is quite clear. We know you don't think very highly of us. I was observing your earlier battle. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I came here. He released his aging energy against your Bankai. The effect that it had was to project it far in front of him, and it also directed its blast away from him. I will make sure that I seal him in. In that instant, fire off your Bankai at a close enough distance that his power won't be able to protect him from it.
So you too, huh? All you people know about my Bankai? Why, that little pig.
I realize that you don't really want to aid anyone who's associated with Mr. Urahara. Very well. I'm listening. So go ahead and give me your terms.
I don't care one whit who you might be, or what exactly you're able to do. When it comes to my power, you're all equally helpless to stand against it. Well, you too can perish and become a skeleton.
Dragon Tail Castle Gate, Tiger Bite Castle Gate, Turtle Armor Castle Gate, Phoenix Wings Castle Gate. Shiju Simon!
Comical! Comical! I rule over aging. Buying time against me is an action equivalent to spitting on a god.
That force field isn't actually intended to contain you.
You worms!
Swear again that you'll seal Kisuke Urahara in your force field for a month starting tomorrow. Sakura Koben! Do it!
Captain!
Usually, my limit for Jakuhura Koben is only once every 3 days. I've had to fire it twice. Twice in just 1 day. You'll pay for that.
Yes, of course.
Unforgivable. Utterly unforgivable. I'm badly injured. I've been gravely mistreated. You ants aren't going to get away with this. Repent for the insolence that you've shown by disobeying the Great One, and turn to dust!
This can't be. Is he immortal?
It's futile! You must know your place! Respect me. I am the great Emperor, Baragan Ruizenban! I am the god of Waco Mundo!
Hachikiru Shoda!
Soul Reapers, and humans, and hollows, and Arankars, their differences and quarrels, will and freedom, birds and beasts, plants, the moon and stars and the sun, all of them are insignificantly small. The power I wield is the one absolute in this world. Everything else is meaningless. the rest of existence shrinks to complete insignificance in the face of it. To be subordinate to my supreme power is simply how the world is supposed to be arranged. It's the only proper and legitimate order of all existence. There can be no equality, not when it's between opposing powers. Look, gaze into these eyes of mine, and see the truth. To me, your lives are insignificant. They are exactly the same as those of ants. What's this? What's happened to your arm? What are you trying to do?
I bestowed it upon you.
What is this?
Earlier, what you told us. I mean, the part about wielding absolute power in this world.
You went so far as to sever your own arm? You used your force field to cut it off and then sent it inside me?
If it's true, if yours is the one absolute power, then that means not even you would be able to withstand it.
You ant! You will pay! You will pay! You ants! All of you ants will pay!
In the Soul Society, there are no gods. That is, except for the Soul Reapers. You see, that's the reason why we aren't really able to fathom the meaning of your words. Please forgive our impiety, God of Hueco Mundo. I thought that it was all rather strange. Anyone that his power touched began to age, decayed, and turned to dust. So, in light of that, just how did he, a skeleton, avoid turning into dust himself? In short, I developed a hypothesis. I came up with the theory that he must have a different power covering the surface of his body that repelled his own power and prevented it from acting upon himself. And then I thought, if that was the case, what would happen if I were to somehow insert something that contained his own power inside his body? It seems, in the end, my hunch was correct. He too was just another one of the universe's many small creatures, fearing death and striving to stave off old age to prevent its arrival.
It's the opposite of the time before.
I knew this would happen. I knew that one day we would eventually cross swords. And I was certain that when we did, it would be a fight to the death. Ready?
I'm sorry, Captain Komamura. Please, I beg you, let me join in on this fight.
Shuhei!
It's been a while, Captain Tosin. I've come here to thank you.
You've grown wise. Or are you being sarcastic?
Are your wounds healed? Why bother asking? It's obvious. He's still struggling with injuries.
Here I come. I'm not done yet. I'm grateful. Thank you for all your teachings. With everything I've been fortunate enough to learn from you, I will open your eyes and pull you back to the Soul Society.
Open my eyes. You open my eyes. You haven't changed. Shui, I thought I told you that those who don't know fear have no right whatsoever to fight. You haven't changed at all. Not a bit. Even in those words of yours, there wasn't a hint of fear lurking in them. But still too soft. You can't run. Tongues made to reap souls.
Wrong way. This is the end.
No, I won't lose here. I'm surprised Lord Aizen is on the front line himself. If Lord Aizen is standing up, then we must face off against each other with our true powers.
You mean Bankai? There's nothing I'd like more. I too am...
Bankai? Don't make me laugh. Lord Aizen has blessed me. He's given me a power that's far greater than any mere Bankai could hope to be.
Kaname! Don't tell me you'd... Kaname...
Number 2 died and he didn't even say a single word. How disappointing. But getting revenge isn't really my style.
You're leaving yourself open to attacks. Does a guy like you get rattled after losing allies?
Stark! Hey, Stark! What do you think you're doing? Aren't you gonna get revenge? Just look at you!
Didn't I say it wasn't my style? Oh, forget it. Lord Aizen has no intention of helping us out. These guys are tough. I don't care anymore. Somebody's gonna die if we keep fighting like this. So let's just go home and take a nap.
Come on, Stark! Are you totally crazy? You're the Primera! Start acting like it! Stop trying to look all cool and go do something already! Why do you think Lord Aizen did it, huh? Why do you suppose he gave you that number? He believes in you. Why else would he do it? If you don't want to see any more of us die, then you gotta get out there and fight!
I guess you're right. Let's go. Stark.
Such occasions are special because of how rare they are. Play some kids' games with me. Win and you live, lose and you die. It's selfish that way. So, let's play to the death, shall we? Hey, let's do that again. Gotcha. That hurt. This is just fun and games.
I almost couldn't. What the? You...
I wasn't hiding anything at all. My Katen Kyokotsu just wasn't up to it earlier. That's why I get tired of playing with this child. My Katen Kyokotsu can take a child's game and actually turn it into reality. It makes all the rules. Anyone who steps inside Kajin Kyokotsu's realm of spiritual pressure is forced to obey what already has been established in it, including me. You're both evil. You are my enemy. Sheesh. A little over. Not a fan of schoolyard games?
Getting revenge isn't really my style. Pretty nasty power there. Shut up.
That was close. Gotcha. All right, it's on. Sheesh. A little. Not a fan of schoolyard games?
I can't deal with this. Strike back. Strike back.
Well then, I guess we'd better get going. But then, the very moment that you start a war, you're both evil.
You had another
Win and you live. Lose and you die. It's selfish like that. My sword is dear to me, but I admit it's hard to be at its beck and call. Why don't you give it up? Did I say this is over already?
That hurt.
All right then, let's test your speed. Go easy on him next time, too. So, what should we play today? Well then, I guess we better get going. But then, the very moment that you start a war, you're both. I'm afraid I can't pull back. Let humans and Soul Reapers and even Arankars think of their friends in the same way. We all think and worry about the same things. I get it. I do. There's always a hill to die on. I'm sure you've got one too. Thing is, yours and mine are in conflict. The reason that I'm fighting is so that I can protect something. That's why I have no choice. I'll have to take your life. No hard feelings. Whoever wins. Auto number 78. Zangiri!
So, you had another trick up your sleeve.
Go easy on him next time.
Sorry, Lord Eisen. It seems I won't be able to repay you.
Out of my way. Step aside, Gin. I'm only here in order to seek revenge on Eisen.
Tell the truth. Do you really believe that any of us would simply get out of the way? And besides, I've always wanted to fight against you at least once, Captain Hirako.
That's enough, Gin. Let's end this. What did you say?
Lord Eisen.
Fact is, you've served your purpose. Looks like you people were not worthy of fighting under me. Gin, Kaname, let's go. I never imagined, after all the trouble I went through assembling you Espadas, that all your powers would be so incredibly inferior to mine. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arankars.
Kaname! Don't tell me you'd...
Captain! Is that holification? Captain Tosin?
It is.
You've fallen so far, Kaname. What is this power?
It's such a funny thing. That half-Soul Reaper boy you people consider to be your friend. He possesses the ability to holify too. So why is it that you despise me, when all that I've done is acquire the same power?
Because Ichigo Kurosaki had no choice in the matter at all. But you did. You chose of your own free will to stray from the path you've been on, despite having remarkable skills as a Soul Reaper. What you did was depraved, Tosin.
Depraved? In what way is a Soul Reaper becoming more like a hollow depraved? That's a simplistic judgment from one who sees all hollows as bad and all Soul Reapers as good.
No! What I mean when I say depraved is your betrayal of your comrades and friends. All just in order to gain excessive power. That's what's depraved.
Sajin.
Captain Tosin. But why? Open your eyes, Captain Tosin! You are...
Shuhei, you understand nothing at all. My eyes are open. They're open to the path of justice. I told you, the path that I walk down is justice. If you would hinder that path, I will consider you an evil that must be removed.
You're not really him. You aren't Captain Tosin. Not anymore. So slow!
I'm still too soft.
Take this. Promise made to reap souls. Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye.
I didn't attack with enough force. Seems I'm still too soft.
No. I managed to dodge it by half a step. Once you've drawn your sword, always position yourself to be able to sidestep any attack. Captain Tosin, you taught me that yourself.
Cry, Suzuki. Forgive me. These pointless battles are at an end.
Is this my end?
Shuhei, you simply cannot defeat me. Bloodshed.
Oh no, this time. I'm not done yet. There's more.
Promise made to reap souls.
Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye.
I lose here. I'll take away justice.
Here I come. You can't run. Take this.
I'm still too soft.
Keep your eyes on me. Yes. Here I come.
I'm not done yet.
Won't let you. Honor number 33. Keep your eyes on me.
It's obvious made to reap souls.
Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye.
What's wrong, Shuhei? Why have you called me out here? Just what do you want to talk to me about?
Captain Tosin, please dismiss me as a seat officer!
That's what you wanted to ask me? If this is about your mistake in yesterday's drill, don't worry. It happens to everyone in the beginning.
No! Not a mistake! Nor was it carelessness that made me hesitate. I was scared. You see, my right eye was wounded when I went to the world of the living for a drill. And now, ever since then, whenever I draw my sword or face an enemy, I always take a half step back emotionally. Captain Tosin, I confess that I'm afraid to fight. Back then, on that day, you told me that was why I should remain a seat officer. You told me that power is not the most important thing for a warrior. It's the fear of battle. It's because we know the fear of battle that we are able to grasp our swords and fight for those who also fear battle. Those who don't fear the very sword they hold are not worthy of holding one. If you're really afraid of fighting, if the thought of battle fills you with dread, you've already acquired something that's positively invaluable to a warrior. But now, I don't understand, Captain Tosin. Those were your words. Why did you throw everything away for the sake of power? What is it? Tell me. What is it that you fear now? Captain Tosin.
I do fear something. I've had the same fear for 100 years. The fear of assimilating and dying as a Soul Reaper.
Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arankars.
Aizen!
Be careful when you approach him. Given Aizen's abilities, if you approach him too carelessly, then that will be the end of you.
Don't you think I know that?
You fool. I'm talking to you. Now then, loosen up on the hilt, Hiyori.
Touching. Such compassionate words, Captain Hidako.
Hiyori!
But approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Hiyori!
Well, all right then. That's one down.
Hiyori! Hiyori! Hiyori!
I'm sorry, Shinji. I just couldn't hold back.
I like that look. Those are the eyes of a man who's awake for the first time in 100 years, Shinji Hirako. Do you hate me? If you hate me, then attack me. You're special. I'll use my sword against you.
Hachi!
Yes.
I know you're missing an arm, but will you take care of Hiyori? Do whatever is necessary. Keep her alive until Ichigo returns.
You must really have a great deal of trust in that boy.
I would imagine. That's unfathomable for someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
When you get down to it, trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a product of cowardice, and frankly, it's unnecessary for us.
That's funny coming from a man with such a huge entourage. I'm well aware that you encourage your underlings to develop a strong sense of trust in you.
I don't. I've never asked my people to put their trust in me. I told them to come with me, but I never asked for their trust. I constantly tell them never to trust anybody, including me. But unfortunately, there are very few of them who have the strength to follow my counsel. It's universal. All beings trust their superiors. They simply won't be able to survive if they don't follow blindly. And those who are trusted seek to take the burden of trust they've been given and pass it on to those above them. Then those who are above them will in turn pass it on even higher up still. And that procession of trust is how all kings are created. And how all gods are born. Don't put your trust in me just yet, Shinji Hirako. It'll take some time, but I'll teach you who the god is that you should put your faith in. And only then you can trust him.
You're finally drawing your sword. You certainly took your time. You said it yourself 100 years ago. I never opened up to you, never shared with you, never gave you information, or even tried getting to know you. That's the reason why, even today, you don't know what my Zanpakuto's ability is. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto that has the ability to control a person's senses, you're sadly mistaken. Collapse, Sakanade.
That's an interestingly shaped sword.
Nice, isn't it? You can't borrow it.
But I don't feel any change taking place now. Didn't you say it takes over and redirects the senses?
What are you talking about? The change is already in effect now. It's been 101 years, Aizen. I've been waiting. It's been ages, and now it's payback time. I'd always been wary of you ever since the first time that we met. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason you got us into this mess. But I'm going to protect them this time. I'll be sure to make things right. You don't have anyone. There's no one that you can truly trust. But I'm not like you. I don't fight alone. I'll show you that.
I'll stand at the top.
Stop here. Like this. Here we go. Apologies. I won't hold back, sir.
I am being defeated.
It seems that you didn't. Up, down, left, right, front and back, and even the direction of your sight and the orientation of your wounds become reversed. Up, down, left, right, front, back, the direction from which you're wounded. Do you really believe that you'll be able to fight while adjusting all those variables in your head? It's impossible. No one can do that. The stronger you are, it's likely that you fought more. And the more battle experience you have, the more you're likely to rely on your ingrained senses, sight, and reflex!
Pity. So that's it? It's just an optical illusion. It's nowhere near the level of my power, which takes control of all 5 senses. It's rather easy once you get used to it. It's child's play, Shinji Hirako.